Hey everybody, welcome to Around the Twist, episode 319. It's February 7th, 2018. And this, the unbrushed hair, the no makeup look is brought to you by Toddler Insomnia and Night Terrors. They're awesome, let me tell you. So we've slightly changed, sorry, getting comfortable here. We've slightly changed venue. We're still in the house. We're back to upstairs in my very disastrous living room today. Yeah, let's just say this is framed very well. I'm actually going to tilt you guys down just slightly. There we go. Because the twins are napping and hubby decided to nap in the basement, so rather than have to talk quieter, because I always feel like I'm disturbing him if I'm around wherever he's napping at. Yeah, we just switched where we were. So welcome to my couch. The corner of my couch. This is like my spot. If y'all have seen Big Bang Theory, which I'm sure a lot of you have, Sheldon always has his spot. Well, this corner of our large sectional, this is my spot. Usually I'm like leaning, I'm not back into the corner this way, I'm leaning this way with my blanket over my lap, but in order to record, here we are. So let's jump right in. It's been a couple weeks and we'll get to that in various and sundry, but I have stuff to show. First up is the stained glass blanket, take two. Riding around in this ginormous bag that Amy, Froggy Monkey, made for me. Excuse me. We're also potentially getting sick around here. There is 1/4 of the family is sick, namely Gabe. And I'm pretty sure what I have is just psychosomatic, kind of like, oh, he woke up all snotty and coughing, so therefore all of a sudden I feel like I've got a sore throat. Stop. I don't need you whining, Wizzy. So the stained glass blanket. This is the Juggling Hexes pattern by Wendy Harbaugh. It is a free pattern, and I've talked about it a lot before. So this is a crocheted blanket that I'm using all of my Socks That Rock lightweight and medium weight scraps for. You're fine. Just lay down. Just lay down. All the way. Come on. Sorry, Phoebe's being very needy today, and she has a little bit of doggy dementia, according to the vet, and she seems to think that I am torturing her and haven't fed her today, even though she has already eaten all of her kibble. But because Daisy has some left, therefore that means we fed Daisy and didn't feed her. So hence the whining and being very needy right now. Hi, I cannot scritch you all the time, goober. So all of my leftover Socks That Rock from Blue Moon Fiber Arts in light and medium weight. Here's what we have so far. So far, is 49 hexagons joined on. Originally started at this one was our center, so we're slightly off center, but all of these, I think I've actually joined on. This one is the only one that I've joined on since I last talked to you. I can't remember exactly how many I joined on last time. Oh well. In the meantime, whether I've joined any on or not, I have made progress because I have all of these to show you. So I have this huge stack, and before my friend Sarah took, I think 2 visits ago when she came out to visit, this is out of, I don't even remember what colorway this is, but I remember I knit her a pair of socks out of it. And I grabbed the scraps to give to her and went, oh, wait, let me do another center. So I at least have 2 centers of this on the blanket. That one. This one was another pair of socks that I think went to Sarah that's called River Rocked. That was out of medium weight. This was a rare gem. I don't remember who I gave those to, but I don't have them. It's like tans and blues. This, oh, these are socks for me and I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the Tipsies that they did, that it's basically the neutral color and then just one end of the skein of yarn is dipped in this color, and I picked kind of the teal color. This, I believe, is, this might be Firebird. Firebird, Firecracker. The last of the lemongrass, and you'll notice that this one is slightly smaller. It's because I wasn't able to get the last round out of this one. So the very last round, this was my plans for those little mini skeins, was if I would have been able to finish and get through round, I think it's round 3. Yeah, round 3. Then I would just do the 4th round and then the joining, or the final round and joining in the black. So that's the plan for that one. Okay, there. Faulty Dyer, I did another one. This one that I think was another rare gem, if I remember right. That's the same color as the original starting center. No clue. Some baby blue color that I either used for a baby sweater or in my sister-in-law's shawl that I made for her. And then Courier and Ives, which was another pair of socks for Sarah. Sarah's getting a lot of socks that rock. Socks. So those are my 10 that are ready to be joined on. So I will be up to, once I join those on, I'll be up to 59 centers. I'm using a good old F-hook, a 3.75 millimeter, Susan Bates, just plain old, nothing fancy, aluminum hook. And the borders are being done in, of course, I don't have a tag for this. They're downstairs on the desk where I usually record. But this is the Loopy U Solid Series, which they are no longer making, which I'll get to, again, in various and sundry. So I think I have 3 more skeins after this skein. So progress on the blanket. It's coming along. It's getting bigger to the point that I had it out the other day when the twins were up from their nap, and Tara kind of woke up as a bit of a grump. And she curled up on the couch, said, "It's so beautiful," and pulled it over her. And when she curls up, she can fit underneath of it. And she's like, "It's just perfect, Mama." So yeah. Again, toddler insomnia. Huh? Second thing that I've been working on. And I didn't think I'd actually worked on this until I went back and looked at the last show notes. This is the Beck Sweater, which is Beck by Danny Sunshine. I'm knitting it out of, this one I actually kept the tags in the bag. And with the lighting here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. It's Rowan Felted Tweed. There's Rowan Felted Tweed. It's color 170 something, 173, which I got it at Personal Threads when I was still living in Omaha during one of their end of the year sales. And it's this beautiful kind of tweedy blue that they were calling duck egg. What are you laying on, Goober? Oh, books. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, it's all good. So last time I had been almost ready to divide off for the sleeves. Managed to do that. So my sleeves are on some waste yarn. And I am just barely, let me get this out of the way, flip down. There's my armhole, about maybe half an inch, 3/4 of an inch down. I think I have to go 2, the pattern says 2 inches, but that you can try it on and see if you need it longer. I think I'm gonna need to go about 3, because it's kind of, we'll see. Yeah, 2. I don't like stuff to be tight under my underarms. So it's coming along. I'm doing I believe I'm doing the 40-inch. Gosh, I didn't write that down, what size I was doing. Yeah, I'm doing the 40-inch bust measurement. And I'm loving it. It's nice and soft and squishy. It's got that lovely little cable detail going across the yoke. And knitting it up on a US 6, which is a 4mm needle. I think I had stopped working on it. It's like I divided off and just knit one night on it, hence that little bit. I thought dividing off the sleeves would, I don't know why. In my head, it was gonna take me forever. I needed to sit down and concentrate. In reality, it took me like 15 minutes to do, if that. And then I think I stopped working on it because in my head I'd gotten, again, in my head, I do all this knitting in my head and it never actually occurs. But inside my head, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to go too far and have to rip back or have it not fit because I went too far down before I did any shaping. And then I went to pull it out looking at it thinking I hadn't done anything. I'm like, that's all I did? What the heck? It's been riding around in this bag for like 2 weeks and I've done nothing? Are you kidding me? So that's going to get some more work on it. Third thing, and this has got the majority of the work done on it, have been my worry socks. Worry sock singular. I'm only on the first one. Still. This is just my 72 stitch vanilla sock that I started when hubby was in the hospital a month-ish ago now. I decided to do a top down with a heel flap because it was what was in my head and I didn't want to have to think. I could have done an afterthought heel, but then I went, meh, it's okay. So I forgot to move my progress keeper last week, so I just referenced last week's show notes and moved it down. So last week I had just started or was ready to start the heel flap. So I just moved that down. I can't remember if I might have been a couple of rows into the heel flap. So I managed to finish the heel flap, finish the gusset, and I love that green stripe with the pink and the yellow through it. I don't know why, this little bit right here, that just makes me so happy. And then so I finished the gusset. I'm like halfway out the foot. These are knitting up on a US 1. 2.25 millimeter needle. I'm knitting magic loop. I think these are Addy lace needles if I remember right, because they're gold. Yeah, because I threw the sock rockets in too and I ended up not liking them because they were snagging a little bit. Just one of the joins isn't right and I didn't have time to mess with it. So this is the Trekking XXL. This came out of the deep stash. I needed something cheerful, and the colorway is number 415. So yeah, I got like a third of a sock done. So I'm about halfway out the foot. Slightly past halfway maybe. Haven't tried it on. We'll see. Haven't counted rows. Don't care. I'm just motoring around. Anytime I need something in my hands and my brain needs to shut off, I put on trash TV and do this. My trash TV right now, don't know why, I've started rewatching America's Next Top Model. Why? But I started over with season 1. It's on Amazon Prime. Go, enjoy, peruse. Makes me go, wow. Blast from the past when you see some of the fashion that's on that thing. Anyway, that's everything that I have on my needles. So, various and sundry other stuff. Doing all that work on the blanket, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of black yarn. And Loopy U doesn't carry it anymore. They're not having any more made. They have no more black in stock. Believe me, I've gone, I've checked, I've asked. So, what's a girl to do but go on Ravelry and start searching people's stashes? There are only 3 people. Now granted, I don't have all of my stash up on Ravelry. I don't have the time. I can't be bothered. Even back when I had the time, I couldn't be bothered. I was just like, why? Everything's in front of me. I don't need to have it on Ravelry too. But I went searching through people's stashes for black Loopy U Solid Series yarn. I found 3 people. Well, there were a lot of people that had in their stash, but only 3 people had it up for sale or trade. And I messaged 2 of them. One of them got back to me right away, all smile, Vicky, hello. And she had a skein left that she had already balled up. So that came, hubby checked the mail when we got home today. So that came today, already balled up, ready to go. Thank you, Vicky, that helps immensely. So I have 1 more skein, yay. And then, imagine my surprise when I was expecting 1 skein of yarn and she sent me Socks That Rock scraps, yay. Along with a card. So she said, I hope you enjoy the Loopy U Black. I also sent along some of my STR scraps. You probably already have these colors, but you'll probably get more use out of them than I will. Have a great day, Vicky. So Vicky, thank you very much. I do have Firebird, as we've already saw, I just did one, but I can always use more. And I do have Lucky, but again, I can always use more. Actually, I'm not sure if I have any Lucky. I have a different green. I don't have Lucky. I've knit with Lucky, but I think all the scraps got used up for wedding cupcakes. So, yay! There's a color I don't have. And Soctopus, which is a color I don't have. I know my mom has, and my mom has knit yarn, socks. That's it. She's knit something out of this colorway because I remember seeing it. But I do not own this colorway. So Vicki, thank you very much for sending these along. They will be used and incorporated very, very soon. So recording schedule. Obviously I stuck to Wednesday for now. I'm still undecided though, because trust me, when we all got home, I hate to tell you guys this, but I really wanted to lay down for a nap too. I really didn't want to record this week, but it had been 2 weeks. And if I don't record today, it'll be another 2 weeks. So it will be a month in between shows. And I don't like to do that. I really don't. So I don't know. This is so hard. I'm kind of heavily leaning toward switching to Mondays and recording every week. And that way, if I do have an off week where I don't feel like, where I'm just not feeling it and I don't feel like I can give you guys my all, I can skip that week and just have 1 week off rather than a month off. And I realized, yes, not feeling it today, I could have recorded tomorrow, in theory. But it's the way my head works. Because inside my head, it would hit tomorrow and then all of a sudden it would be bedtime and be like, oh, crud, I didn't record. Because it's Thursday, it's not Wednesday, it's not my normal day, so. I'm still trying to decide. I like Wednesdays because I've always recorded on Wednesdays. I don't know why, it seems like a good time to record. Middle of the week, it's a nice break. We'll see. We'll stick to it for now, and if I change my mind, it'll flip to another day. So we'll see. We'll play with it. Thank you guys all for your input, though, which was a lot of do what works for you, which was supremely unhelpful, but thank you for the input anyway. Basically, I'm at the point my brain is so fried, I need someone to make the decision for me, and I was looking for a very definitive, I like it when you record every week, or I like it when you record every other week, or meh, I don't care. And like 98% of everyone's opinion was, meh, I don't care, do what works for you, which didn't help. Thank you everyone for your birthday wishes. I had a very good birthday. We ended after a little bit of a fraught Friday when I thought birthday plans were going to fall through. The kids came in and woke us up, actually let us sleep in and woke us up. Then hubby had them bring me my birthday presents, which I got chocolates and 5 seasons of Sailor Moon. So yay. Then hubby went out and got Mr. Yo's donut, which if you're anywhere in the Front Range, northern Front Range of Colorado, Mr. Yo's donuts in Windsor, they're so good. I love them. And we don't get them that often. It's kind of like a special treat, so that was a nice little birthday treat. And then we kind of had an easy day. We went and walked around at the statue park. That's a little bit of a drive from our house, but it's a nice place to go and just walk. Get outside. It was over 50 degrees on my birthday, which is unheard of for me. Hello, birthday at the beginning of February. Who doesn't have, I usually had a snowstorm or an ice storm on my birthday growing up in northern Iowa. So 50 degrees on my birthday, that's awesome. We went out and had lunch at Bent Fork, which is another really good restaurant. I had buffalo pot roast, delicious. And then we went with a group of friends. Only one person ended up having to drop out, and I was able to recruit someone else to take their spot. So we had a full crew going over to an escape room in Loveland called Cluology. They do fabulous rooms. If you're ever in the Loveland, Colorado area, need something to do, check them out. Right now they've got 3 rooms. They have the Fallout room, which we've done twice, San Andreas, or Alcatraz, which we've done once, and then the San Andreas earthquake room, which is the one we did for my birthday. And normally we get out of rooms with, you know, like 10-ish minutes to spare. No, we were down to like 19 seconds left when we got the door open. That was cutting it way too close for me. I came out and I was like all stressed out because I thought, oh my God, we're not going to get out. And it's my birthday. We're not going to get out. And oh, we're out. Cool. Went out to a restaurant in downtown Loveland and we had a good time. Kids got to spend time with their cousin and yeah, it was a good birthday. So yeah, toddler insomnia and night terrors. Let's talk about that. Tara has decided that a small boy who is sick is not taking his nap. I can hear him talking in his room about something. But Tara, in the last couple weeks, has suddenly, we put them to bed. Their normal bedtime's 8 o'clock. And the other night, she kept coming out and coming out. Hubby was at work, and she kept coming out of her room all the way up until 10. And we've worked out a deal, and our nanny's actually the one who started this, that if she comes out of her room, nap time, like multiple, this is turning into a multiple times over and over thing. Excuses, my bed's not comfy, and I can't find my lovey, which is like literally on her pillow. Basically, non-excuses. So now it's, if you keep coming out, you need to sleep and Lovey needs to sleep. So if you can't sleep, we're going to take Lovey away from you so Lovey can come out and sleep with us. And I've had to follow through on that threat a couple of times. Then my last work weekend, it was every night something different. One night it was 2 in the morning and I woke up out of a sound sleep, just something's wrong. I'm sitting up in bed looking around, hubby's snoring away next to me, oblivious to all of this. And I notice our bedroom door's open, which we sleep with it shut, so that was weird. And I just went, Tara! And she pops up from the floor next to hubby's side of the bed, like a whack-a-mole. Just pops up, looks at me, and goes running out of the room. So I have to chase her all the way across the house to her room, tuck her back in. She had come out the previous 2 nights as well, and yeah. Then... let's see, what was it? What day was that? Monday night. Hubby's at work again. I put the kids to bed. I'm out here watching TV and knitting, and Tara keeps coming out until like 10 o'clock. And she finally fell asleep. Didn't come out after 10. So I went back to bed. I couldn't sleep. I had just started to doze off. It was like 11:30, and all of a sudden I hear blood-curdling screaming and like threw myself out of bed. It's Gabe. Night terrors. At which point my adrenaline's pumping because I thought he was being, you know, like mauled by a lion or something. The way that he was screaming, you'd think he would have been being ripped limb for limb. No, got him woken up enough that he was out of the dream. I changed the batteries in his nightlight that had gone out and died. And yeah, did you hear that thump? That's kids not taking their naps when they need to be. So, welcome to my world. Coffee is my life. I'm dying for a nap. I've got a headache starting to pound through my temple right here, but I'm here for you guys. Here's to strong coffee, kids that sleep, being able to sleep myself, and lots of knitting in the meantime. So, until the next time I see you, whether that's next week or 2 weeks from now, we'll see. Whenever it comes out. Until then, happy knitting.